Hi everyone! Those of you who know me know that I really love my Aeropress and I talk about it all the time. And a few of you have asked me how I actually go about making a great cup of espresso with Crema using the Aeropress. It turns out it's pretty simple, but there are some precise things you have to do to get the cup exactly right. So here's my procedure. There's a lot of different ways to do it, but I think this way works pretty darn well. So to start with, you'll need your Aeropress, and I recommend just wetting it through a little bit, and you're going to use that because you want the plunger to be a little bit wet. You're also going to need to have a filter picked out. You can put that inside the strainer here, and I wet that just a little bit to get it nice and glued to the inside of the strainer. And I assemble this guy. Now, the proportions I use for a single cup is I take 2 level cups of espresso ground coffee. I'm using Kivu beans here from Kroger, but of course you can use whatever you want. But I try to just completely fill the cup, get it level, drop it in, get another cup, and a little bit underneath. Okay, 2 full level cups. Perfect. And now the water. So in order to get the water to the right temperature, I actually use a humble meat thermometer. It works really well. I can see it clearly, and I want to get the temperature to exactly 180 degrees. So I'm going to put it over here. I'm going to turn it on, and we will come back. And we will come back once the water's at the right temperature. Okay, 180. So I'm going to turn off the coil. Let it rise to just 180 exactly. You can see that over here, right on the thermometer dial there. And I'm going to pull out the thermometer, and I'm going to pour all the way to the middle, slowly, to the middle of the 4 marking. Now you'll notice as I'm doing this, a little bit of coffee is draining through. That's okay, don't worry about it. Pull out the stir, and I'm going to gently stir through, get it nice and stirred and clean until I can feel the resistance goes away and I've got a nice consistent slurry of coffee in here. Okay, that's all we need of the stir. And since I'm going to go for an espresso tonight, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to actually pull, after inserting the plunger, I'm going to pull it out a little bit like that. And what that does is basically creates negative pressure so the dripping stops here. You can see that now no more is falling into the chamber. I'll do that again just to show you how it's done. I put it in diagonally, stick it in, and then I pull it out slightly, and that stops it. And now at this point, I'm a little bit late, but I'm going to set the timer for 2 minutes. I'll stop a little bit before that because I want only 2 minutes of steeping. Now, the coffee that's in here already, this is like just not very strongly brewed because this was just coming through while I was filtering. So I'm going to actually pour that out because I want a nice espresso. If I wanted an Americano, I would keep that water in there to get a little bit more volume. But tonight I want to go for an espresso. So now we wait for the 2 minutes. Okay, we've got 15 seconds to go, but I'm going to go ahead and stop it because we started steeping a little bit late, started the timer a little bit late. So now I'm going to put consistent pressure from the top, just pushing through, and contrary to the directions of the Aeropress, I'm going to keep pushing all the way to the bottom. Don't stop when you hear the hissing, because actually the hissing is when you start pushing the last bits of the oils through and you get the really nice crema. I'm going to show you how that looks in a second here. So I'm pushing through, just have patience, consistent pressure. Now I hear the hissing. That means I'm pushing the oils through. We don't have a lot of crema this time, but you can see it. That's the crema coming right off the end of the strainer. So, there you have it, and I would recommend, even if you're someone who likes to put sugar and cream in your coffee, taste it right at this point because this will give you a sense of what the pure espresso brew is like. And if you're not liking the taste there, if it tastes too burnt or overdone, this is the place where you want to adjust the temperature and the timing to get the brew that you want exactly before you start adulterating it with sugars and creams and things like that. And that is a really nice cup of coffee. All right, good luck with it. I hope you find your own perfect procedure, and let me know in the comments how it goes for you. Thank you.